This is something I recently knew about. There's a company called Afterpay, and it's in the news today because Square, the company owned by Twitter's CEO Jack Dorsey, just bought Afterpay for $29 billion. And when I saw this, I thought the financial industry has found something interesting, somewhere new to play. And that's, of course, the mobile phone, because everything happens on the mobile phone. The communication, media consumption, news, everything is through the mobile phone. So for me, my first experience with it was with mobile apps that are for banking. So you can do all the banking stuff using your phone. And then it was Apple Pay. And now it seems this targets something very specific that I haven't seen before, is credit. So as the app suggests, Afterpay, you get something and you pay for it later. First thing I had in mind when I saw this, I haven't heard about this company before. It's an Australian company, and now an American company bought it. It operates in Australia, the UK, the United States, I'm guessing Canada, and a few more other countries. And what it does is you buy, I guess, an item, and then you pay it on a set amount of period, and if you fail to pay it in that specific amount, they will get you to pay more as a late fee. And this is primarily how credit cards work. But the interesting thing is, when this was launched in Australia, the number of, I guess, credit card usage dropped. Younger people seem to prefer to use credit in a mobile phone than a physical credit card tied to their bank. This is obviously complicated because it has to be approved in order for it to work. In Bahrain, Apple Pay is still not a thing. I don't think Google Pay is either. So it might take a while to trickle down to the rest of the world. But credit cards, I guess credit cards are something kind of forgotten, at least in my generation. Maybe this brings it back. When you're buying a big purchase, the upfront cost seems so big that you probably avoid it. And this kind of negates that. And apparently it doesn't have any fees whatsoever, no interest over your purchases. And this article by The Verge says that even Apple are trying to do the same with Apple Pay, and they will probably call it Apple Pay later. So that's a very interesting way. We know that the financial world is where the money is, obviously, and money helps the world go around, and that's one way to exploit and make more money for the financial industry, and probably help some buy things. I guess it's useful because there are millions and millions of people who use it already, and it's only going to expand when this news breaks and more people trust the app and it's getting, more news and more eyeballs on it. I especially didn't know about it at all until now. And finances are really what drives the online economy when it comes to subscriptions and Apple Store and the Apple Store on fire recently with charges. And it's Elon Musk, I think, Tesla CEO, called it the online tax central. And one way, obviously, they earn money is they have you buy things or subscribe to things. And apparently YouTube are experimenting with something called YouTube Premium Lite, where you just pay to remove ads. And this got me thinking about how many subscriptions do you have? Personally, I have Amazon Prime, and then with that Amazon Prime Video, and I think some part of Amazon Music. And that's because when I am in the UK, it's very useful having that one-day delivery and no delivery costs associated with having an account. And plus, I get a student discount on it. My sisters have a Netflix account, but how many can you possibly have until it's too much? The whole idea with a subscription, especially with music, was unite everything into one. Have all of the things in one. But now when they're bundling things up, Apple with their Apple TV, Netflix with their gaming centric stuff, the exclusive rights go from one place to another. Now you kind of need to pay all of them just like what you used to do when you had paid TV. Very weird thing. This is a very short video, very interesting things to talk about. How many subscriptions do you actually have, and how many things are trying to get your money from your phone? You really have to be careful with these things, because you might need few of them, not all of them, but they will continue be looking for more ways to get to your wallet, whether it's a virtual one or the real one. Credit card, cash, and now mobile.